Good morning, it's Sunday. I'm in between power washing and cooking off my bacon because I have no bacon for the week and I need to make sure I have that going. It takes about 35 minutes, not a big deal. So I have my pan. I love this pan. Used to use it up camping all the time. I'm just gonna cut my bacon open. How long does it take to cook this bacon, Diane? I don't know. I know. It's pretty detailed. It depends on what you get. If you get thick pieces of bacon, it's going to take longer. If you do the really thin bacon, it's not going to take long at all. Mine is kind of medium-sized bacon. So I'm going to say probably about 35 minutes. Then I might flip it over. I might pull it out and let it sit. Now, this is just one way of making your baked bacon. You can put it in a pan, and obviously the bacon is going to cook, I think, a little bit faster because it's going to be sitting in its own grease, and the grease will make it cook faster. I will do another video next week of doing it on a baking pan on a rack where the grease drips and you can see the difference. I like it this way because when you do it on the baking pan with the rack and the grease drips, they tend to get a little drier and more brittle. And so even though I like my bacon crunchy, I don't want it falling apart and having bacon dust. No one wants bacon dust. So what am I going to do with this bacon? Well, Neil's been cutting the grass, so he's probably hungry and wants to make a BLT. Also, we put it in the fridge and I use it on salads. He puts it on his pizzas. I just buy regular, plain, inexpensive pizzas, and then he fancies them up by putting onion and bacon on it. So he uses this bacon. And then if I ever do pasta, I take a couple pieces and I put it in my pasta and it's already done. You don't have to cook it. It's already cooked. All right, so I have my bacon in my pan. I'm going to show it to you here. I have my oven on 375. Here's my bacon. It's nothing fancy. It's just in a pan. I'm going to put it in the oven at 375 for 35 minutes. I'm going to come back and look at it. If some of them still look a little fatty, I might flip them over and then put them back in for another 5 minutes. If they look okay, I'll pull them out and I'll just set them on the stove and let them cool. And then I pull all the bacon and I put it onto a plate with a paper towel so it drains off the grease. And then you're good to go. You got a pound of bacon for the week. Okay, stay tuned. I'm going to show you what my bacon looks like at the end. Here's a little tip on why I bake the bacon. One, that's what restaurants do. So if you need a mass quantity of bacon, this is the best way to do it. Two, I have things I need to go do outside, hence the hat. And I don't have time to stand here and fry bacon and get splattered all over my stove because then I have to spend another 10 minutes cleaning it all up. And it kind of stinks up the house. Even though I love the smell of bacon, I don't want it to have a stench of bacon all day. Grease bacon. So that's why I put it in the oven versus doing it on the stove. You can buy thick, thin, or medium and do all your bacon in the oven, and it's so much easier and it's a lot cleaner. Okay, it's been 35 minutes and Neil pulled the bacon out. Actually, he said it looked a little raw still, so he left it in the oven for a few minutes. And then I came in and now I'm going to take it out and I'm going to put it on my pan with paper towel. So I'm going to look at it. It smells delicious. It's done. So as you can see, there's grease in there. So I'm going to take my bacon. I'm going to go ahead and put it in my little bowl with paper towels. Let it drain. Done. Let this cool because it's completely finished. Now I have a pound of bacon for the week. What am I going to do with these drippings? There is probably maybe half a cup of drippings. So later tonight, I am going to make a pork loin. So what I'm going to do is just let this sit. I might put it back in the oven once the oven's cooled down. And then I'm going to put my pork roast into this same pan, kind of roll it around and coat it with the bacon grease. Why not? It's going to be delicious. Instead of drizzling olive oil or canola oil or something over it to keep it moist, I can just use the bacon grease and add flavor, and I'm not wasting this. Okay. So I hope you learned how to bake off a pound of bacon. I do it on Sunday, so then I have it the rest of the week. And I think I'm gonna make myself a BLT right now. Okay, have a great day.